Okay, so what's the point of exfoliation? Well, every about 28 days or so, if your skin is healthy, your skin cells turn over, they refresh themselves. Now, as we mature, especially if we've had a lot of sun exposure or experienced a lot of stress in our lives, that skin cell turnover process slows down. And the uppermost layer of the cells, actually they're dead cells, it's called the stratum corneum, becomes very sticky and doesn't slough away. It doesn't exfoliate away. So it makes the skin just look really, really dull. Now, when you add an exfoliating step into your skincare routine, it can speed the skin cell turnover and help dissolve away the intercellular glue that's making that dead layer of cells stick together so it reveals healthy, glowing, radiant skin. In fact, if you use the right ingredients to exfoliate, you can even help with hyperpigmentation, helping to even out skin tone. Some exfoliating ingredients can even dive into the skin and make your skin more firm by boosting collagen production. So exfoliating is awesome. I'm a huge fan, but you have to do it right. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you all about the different ingredients to use for different types of skin. And at the end, I'm going to give you some really important skin tips on how to make sure you're exfoliating the right way. So first, when and how often should you be exfoliating? You want to be exfoliating at night after you cleanse your skin, but before you apply your other skincare ingredients. That exfoliating step actually will increase the penetration of all of the ingredients that you apply to your skin afterwards. How often should you be exfoliating? So most people really should be exfoliating twice a week, okay? If you exfoliate every single day, it's going to weaken your skin barrier. It's going to mess up your skin microbiome. It's going to lead to symptoms of sensitive skin, stinging, burning, blotchiness, and it actually can trigger chronic low-grade levels of inflammation in the skin that can accelerate signs of aging. So you don't want to overdo it. So do you want to use a scrub or do you want to use a chemical at-home peel? So my choice is a chemical at-home peel, and here's why. So scrubs, meaning any kind of a physical or manual exfoliant, something that feels gritty between your fingers, can create micro tears in the skin, can actually make acne worse and lead to hyperpigmentation. Now, the opposite is true when it comes to chemical exfoliants. So don't be afraid of the word chemical. Oxygen's chemical, water's a chemical. So what I'm referring to here with chemical exfoliants are things like alpha hydroxy acids, beta hydroxy acids, etc. And these actually provide a more even degree of exfoliation. They're much more gentle on the skin. They don't cause as much trauma. They don't cause as much inflammation, and they can have a much more desirable effect on the skin. So how should you exfoliate if you have dry skin or you want to slow down the signs of aging? So for that, I recommend a class of ingredients called AHAs, or alpha hydroxy acid. So we're talking about glycolic acid, lactic acid, mandelic acid. Now, all of those ingredients act as humectants, meaning they draw moisture into the skin. So they're great for dry skin. But glycolic acid is the smallest of those ingredients, meaning it penetrates the deepest, meaning it's the most effective in stimulating collagen production. Now, this class of ingredients does make you photosensitive, meaning you're more sensitive to the sun. So you want to use these ingredients at night, and you absolutely want to use sunscreen the next morning. So how do you want to exfoliate if you have oily or acne prone skin? So here, it's okay to keep using the alpha hydroxy acids, especially if you sort of want to kill two birds with one stone. But the key ingredient here is called BHA, beta hydroxy acid, otherwise known as salicylic acid. It's oil soluble, meaning that it dives into the pore, dissolves that intercellular glue or cement that's holding all that cellular debris together, that's, expanding the size of the pore. So when you use it, it actually can make your pores appear smaller. It can also help fight acne and help regulate your oil production. Now, salicylic acid surprisingly does not make you more sensitive to the sun. So I'm a little bit more liberal with my use of salicylic acid during the summer months, but it's still no excuse not to wear your sunscreen. Okay, now this is really important, guys. Can you mix and match ingredients like retinol or retinoids with your at-home peel ingredients? And in my opinion, you never want to use those two ingredients on the same night. So as I mentioned before, these at-home exfoliating peel ingredients, whether they're a combination of alpha hydroxy acids alone or with beta hydroxy acid, they're going to increase the penetration of all the ingredients you put after that step. So if you're using something that's really moisturizing and hydrating, like something with glycerin or jojoba oil or sunflower seed oil, that is a big thumbs up. Even squalane oil, those are great to use after you exfoliate. But if you use a retinol, that's sort of a recipe for red, itchy, burning skin. Your skin is going to feel like it's on fire. May not happen right away. It may happen a couple days later, but it's a recipe for disaster. All right, guys, I hope you found this content of value. Comment below with any questions you have about exfoliation, and I will see you next time.